Morning, good morning, good morning, everyone. A little bit, well, not a little bit, we're a lot of bit, usually 8 o'clock. But today, I took a little time out with my baby, and so we got a different location today. It's good. This intimacy day, this is Friday. Yes, we talk about being intimate, keeping that connection with your spouse. Um, so important. You guys know, on Monday we talk about couples. Tuesday we talk about men. Wednesday, singles. And Thursday we talk about being a parent. But today, yes, my hair's everywhere here. Today, yes, about keeping that intimacy, keeping that connection with your spouse, your husband, your wife. Yes, yes, sir. Come on in, come on in, come on in and be part of us here. You can ask any question about intimacy. Any question you want to ask, you can ask, and we will give you the best information. Written at over 28 nationally published books, and I've done 5 books on intimacy, and of course I gave my book away about marathon intimacy, which is my latest book. So let's dive. Thanks for joining in. Elu, Kim Smith 982. All right, come on in. All right. So listen to me. Intimacy, as I said last week, does not start in the bedroom. No, no. So many men, when they want to be with their wife, or the wife want to be with the husband, they just like, I want it. No. So there's something called PTSD. Yeah. You can have the PTSD of the genitalia. You didn't know that, huh? Or didn't think that what you said to your spouse now, you want to get, they are still marinating what you said to them. Yeah. They are still marinating how you treated them. They are still marinating how you didn't show them love and support. And PTSD of genitalia is a real thing, because you can say physically I'm connected, but mentally, if you're not connected to your spouse, ain't nothing going on. And I don't know about y'all, but when I'm with my wife, oh my goodness, I want that connection, not just hear me. Oh, I'm going deep today. A lot of people right now, they're just a starfish sex. You know what starfish sex is, right? Just lay there. Just lay there and tell me when you're done. That's not intimate, people. That's not being intimate at all. How you doing, Ariel Smith? River Queen. All right, River Queen. All right. That's not good when you are just going through the motion. And there are many people who are married who are going through the motions of intimacy. Well, I don't want to go nowhere else. Really? That's the only reason why you're having sex with them? Really? Really? That's not a good reason. You should want that intimacy because you want that connection with your spouse. You want that love with your spouse. But if you are like willy-nilly and going everywhere, and again, you are doing PTSD of the genitalia, that's not working. Now, people all talk about STIs and STDs, and they are real things. I have definitely counseled couples who have given each other, God forbid, STI, STDs, and then they decide to stay. But again, there's another more powerful form of, disconnection with couples. PTSD genitalia. Yeah. Write that down somewhere. PTSD genitalia. When you are so mean and so honored, don't worry, I'm getting some more freaky stuff. But guess what? Freaky stuff ain't happening if you don't know how to treat each other. Being nice. When the last time you said you watch this? Ready? Ready? When's the last time you said you loved her or loved him not during sex? Ooh, burn. That's old school. Okay. When's the last time you did that? The only time you are nice to your spouse, the only time you smile at your spouse is during sex. No, no, no. That's PTSD genitalia. Why? Because you're telling your spouse, well, you're only good for sex. After that, I'm done with you. Isn't that like being a prostitute? Like after the transaction is done? Now, hear me now. My wife, she's everything to me. Yeah, she's my side chick. She's my jump off. She's my jump on. She's my jump in. She's all of that. All right. But I treat her like a queen all the time. That's the kicker that most people don't understand. If you're not consistently good loving, come on, somebody, good loving is hitting the stroke consistently. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Is hitting that stroke. How you doing? Beauty D, user 69891439700. It's like you in jail. All those numbers there. But it's hitting that stroke consistently. Well, that stroke is not just with your phallus, sir. That stroke is not with your vagina, ma'am. The stroke is mostly mental. What am I doing mentally consistently? Am I nice to her? Am I nice to him? Do I say I love him? Do I say I like him? Some of y'all don't even like each other and you're having sex. Ooh, another burn. You cannot have good intimacy and good sex if you don't like the person that you're married to. You can't. Eh, You just going through the motion. You just, all right, let me shut this ninja up. Okay, let me just shut him up. No, people. Uh, that is not concurrent in building a relationship. That is not good in building a relationship. Why? Because you're not having a lasting positive effect. You're not doing things that's going to consistently make you good. Now, again, some of y'all be hearing all these things, oh, how to make your girl have orgasm, how to make your guy last longer. Can I tell you how? One important thing is the mental intimacy, is making sure there's no PTSD of the genitalia. That's how you make your man last longer. That's how you make your man want to come to you. All right, all right. I got clients, and the wife libido is through the roof. I mean, through the roof. All right. At the same time, though, can get very angry, um, very nasty toward the spouse. Now, hear me loud and clear. A lot of times, sir, please hear me. Let me drop a bomb on you. A lot of times, the wife's anger is probably predicated or presupposition on you not giving her the love consistently, and so she becomes she becomes crazy because you didn't give it to her like she wants you to give it to her, like you promised to give it to her when you read the fine print when you married her. Okay, so her anger going crazy. However, two wrongs don't make a right. Again, that's how you are having good loving. But if you're not doing that on a consistent basis, I'm getting kind of hungry here now. Consistent basis, then you'll get in trouble. All right. So it's really understanding what you're doing outside the bedroom. I am so up to here with, all right, there's a new stroke and there's a new lotion and put the music on, put the candles on. All that stuff is good. Okay. All that stuff, lingerie, I love. Lord, my wife has her abundance, and I'm the painter. You get that tomorrow. But my with lingerie. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. But guess what? She's not wearing no lingerie if I'm treating her bad. Oh no. My wife don't play that. Oh no. My wife's sweet. My wife's sweet. Do you treat me bad? I don't never treat you bad. Don't you do that in front of me. But understanding is how you consistently stroke. My wife said something to me a long time ago when I first started dating her. You know what she said? He always talking about his wife because I love my wife. I'm very consistent. Again, it's not just wanting my wife when I want to have sex. It's wanting my wife consistently. You know what she said to me? Brothers, write it down. Ready? She said, I am a violin. How I sound is how you play me, how you touch me. Ooh, that is a bar. True. Some of you don't understand. You're not playing the violin. You are striking the violin. Yeah. God forbid, hopefully not physically, but some of you doing it emotionally. You're nasty. You're always thinking about yourself. How about this? Ooh, should I go there? Should I go there? I will. Some men don't even share their food. Uh, Brother, you better learn to share that food, because she may say to you, well, you don't want to share the food. I'm not going to share the vagina. You better share that food. I mean, I've seen guys say to their wives, now you know better not to ask any food or anything on my table. Really? You selfish? Oh, I almost said something, man. You selfish person. So here you want your wife. Again, people, this is all about intimacy. This is all about intimacy. Yeah, we're going to do some more freaky stuff down the road. But guess what? If you're not treating her right, if you're not treating him right, ain't no freaky stuff going on. I love VIP. A very intimate pleasure. It's intimacy pleasure shop here up in Connecticut. I love it. Oh, I love it. I love VIP. Just love looking, and my wife is there with me, and we're fooling around with touch. Too much TMI. Shut your mouth. Shut your mouth. Anyway, that's not happening if there is a consistent PTSD of the genitalia. I mean, you're yelling at her, you're screaming at her, you're saying you're no good. How do you expect a woman or a man married to lay down with you when you just treated them like garbage? And then you have the audacity. You have the audacity to say to them, what's wrong with you? You just destroyed my genitalia. You just said something that was not good at all. Rick Beast Randolph. Oh, you must scare one away with that one. Rick Beast Randolph. How you doing, Rick Beast Randolph? I see somebody from Russia. How you doing? Thanks for joining us. Moses, how you doing? Thanks for joining. So hopefully you guys are getting the perspective, because guess what? This is not being talked about. Everything right now is being talked about, well, how to do it and where to do it at. All that is good. And I believe that. But you're not taking your wife, sir, to that level of being more intimate, and maybe having some restraints, or maybe adding a little touching everywhere, or what. That ain't happening. Okay, think about this. All right. So you want some free stuff? Let's go. How is your wife going to want you, or allow you to handcuff her if she can't trust you with her emotions? Oh, another burn. How can you, well, baby, let's do this. How is she going to be open if you're not treating her right? You got a birthday? You don't even, when's the birthday? When's her birthday? How about this? What's her middle name? Some of you don't even know her middle name. User 1981, I'm so blessed to have the man that I have. We share food. We share food. Yay. Love, joy, goals. He's so loving to me. Listen, that's great job, brother, madam. Make sure you give him a little extra. Great job. See, that's what we're talking about. Women love to give their man more. A lot of times their actions and how they treat their spouse stops them from giving more. You know how many times I've come home and my wife had laundry on? I ain't saying nothing to her. I remember one time I had a long day. I had a long day. I'm home, and my wife, God, somebody, thank you, Jesus. Thank you. I'm sorry. Thank you, Jesus. I came home, and that girl had the lights down. She had a chair in the middle of the living room, had laundry on, and she gave me a lap dance. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you for the lap dance. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for the that girl did me good. Why? Because of how I treat her. That's what many couples don't do. All right. User 1981, Blossom is the woman that I always dreamed of. She making my screen, baby. Dreamed of while still growing. See, that's why. That's key. I love that. That is key. I love it. How can you be in a relationship? You're not growing. Matter of fact, can we be honest? Your intimacy is a directive, or it's what we're looking for. It's a temperature gauge of how you guys are doing. Yeah, if you're not touching at all, if you're not kissing at all, if you're not hugging at all, if you're not doing those things at all, then guess what? Your relationship is dying. It is dying. It's dying. So guess what? The intimacy can grow as you treat each other. The more you have less PTSD genitalia, the better you will be in your relationship between the sheets. Oh yeah, oh yeah. But if you are, for example, okay, ooh, we're going long here today. Some of y'all don't even know how it feels to have your spouse wake you up in the morning, chopping wood. Lord have mercy. Morning wood, chopping wood. Some of you don't know nothing. Some of you, Doc, I never experienced that. You know why I have never experienced that? Because there's a possibility you're not treating her good. Okay, now let me back up real quick. Some women have been sexually abused, all right? And because of their sexual abuse, they're not as free, they're not as open and see. That's why you must be the therapy, or the person must say, you know what, I have therapy to help break that cycle. Because, hear me, when you let that abuser stay in your mind so much, that's messing up your sex life with your spouse, that person's controlling you. And you should get to a place, right? You should get to a place where you're not letting people control you. You get to a place where you're not letting people drive you and put you into a place where now your spouse can't enjoy you. Again, you're not hearing me. PTSD of the genitalia. Once that is broken, then there's a freedom. Thank you for that heart. Once that is broken, there's an openness. But how can there be a true openness of the relationship when you constantly have PTSD of genitalia? Yes, I made up a word, but it's very true. It is very true. Oh Lord, you listen. You can't be free. You can't be freaky. You can't be touching. Ah, I saw one TikTok. A wife was sitting across from his her husband, and so he put out his hand, and so what she did, you know what that girl did? You know what that girl did? You know what that girl did? That girl took off her panties right there in the restaurant. She put the man's hand. That man lost it. That man lost it. That's what I'm talking about. But guess what? That's not happening. That is not happening if you don't have PTSD of genitalia. That's not happening. No, no. Forget it. Bruh, don't even, bruh, don't even go talk to her. Well, you know what he just said. Don't be doing that. And you didn't. I'm almost done. You know what PTSD of genitalia also is? When you're not paying rent, when you're not paying bills, when you're not keeping your promises. That is PTSD of the genitalia. Understand what I'm trying to say to you. That is not going in the right direction because you're hurting each other. You are destroying each other because you're not giving each other what each other needs. Okay, it's very important. Hang on, keep losing here. And see, this is like life, right? If I lose connection, I find a way to connect. Hang on. Hang on. Hang on. Good. All right. All right. All right. Boom. Boom. All right. Okay. Hopefully, it's a better connection. All right. Hang on. Let me do this other one here. Yeah. Okay. All right. Yep, you blessed out there. Be good. Until next time. Peace.